shit so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Pilot 64. We get that ball. Get that ball. Snap.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They go play fake. Mahomes. And incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On fourth down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 17-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let's go. 3. Hey, let's get there.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Ready? 180. You're not ready.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. First down, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. A 2nd down run with Lewis. Got some room at the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Morris Claiborne.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the Combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw on second down. Mariota over the middle here to Brown. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw for Mariota. And this is incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there. That'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To the air again. Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Mariota again. Well, the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action now. Mariota trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mahomes now on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mariota going to give to Lewis. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes going to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 on the play. But it's 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Knight. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And going. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the rookie from Iowa, Amani Hooker. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action. Mariota. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Succop, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for, that's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. C.J. Prosise, his 1st touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? You might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mariota's throw caught by Brown. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Derrick Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And Davis with it left side. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll run this with Homer. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble, too, as he scrambles for a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. 55. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Right there, 55. Right there.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too picky. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's happened to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Come on, fellas.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the hit comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch one. Check three.
They'll run it again with Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, going into